For Exodus 34, we have Shashi and Mapthir in the margin. And the note for verse 2, Kun Ribti. For verse 14, Re Ribti. And for verse 19, Kametz Bazik. But we don't have Shabi in the margin. And God as a noun and verb said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tables of stone, like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest, and be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there unto me in the top of the mount, and no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 tables of stone, like unto the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning, and went up into the Mount Sinai, as God as noun and verb had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. And God as noun and verb descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of God as noun and verb. And God as noun and verb passed by before him, and proclaimed God as noun and verb. Increasing existence. The power over mercy. And graciousness. Long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. Well, long-suffering kind of sounds off there, doesn't it? Apim, it's referring to the nostrils. So they're attributing emotion to God. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation. And no, this doesn't mean that you have to reincarnate 3 or 4 times or something, because people nowadays are trying to claim that. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshipped. You notice all these prophets, when they actually pray, that they're bowing and they're prostrating and kneeling and folding their arms and stuff like that. They're just not saying or doing whatever they want. And he said, If now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us, for it is as a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, Behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of God as noun and verb, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Remember those. It's W, not V, and Y, not J. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other God. For God is noun and verb, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Lest thou make a covenant with inhabitants of the land, and they go astray after what they take as gods, and do sacrifice unto what they consider to be gods. And one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go astray after their entities, and make thy sons go astray after their entities. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee, in the time of the month Abib. For in the month Abib thou camest out from Egypt. And all that openeth the womb is mine, and every firstling among thy cattle that is male, whether ox or sheep. And in the Islamic calendar, the month of the migration or coming out, or the starting of the Islamic State, was also the first month of the year. But the firstling of a donkey thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons shalt thou redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. Really, breaking the necks of animals? I wouldn't promote that idea, but well, if you defend yourself against animal, whatever. But 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In plowing time and in harvest thou shalt rest. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the firstfruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before God is noun and verb, divinity, the power going out to Israel. For I will cast out the nations before thee, and enlarge thy borders, neither shall any man desire thy land, when thou shalt go up to appear before God is noun and verb, thy God, thrice in the year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of God as noun and verb, thy God. Thou shalt not see the kid in his mother's milk. But that in itself doesn't ban eating meat and milk together. It's at the very least referring to a ritual, and otherwise, and God as noun and verb said unto Moses, write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel. It's not talking about the modern state, or it was just talking about the people at the time, really. And honestly, most of those northern Semites are Muslim. So that's, if you're going to go down that route. And anywhere there's a group of actual northern Semites, most of them are Muslim. and any other group of Semites. And he was there with God as noun and verb 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water, and he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. And it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses knew not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. Well, perhaps it always did, and people didn't have the awareness, because we do have auras. Scientists now know that the people who see them are not insane. It used to be people were locked up for seeing these, the light, heat, moisture, and magnetism fields around anything. And I would venture a lot of, perception that people have may be scientifically proven one day, or at least is not something that we can say somebody's crazy now. Somebody says the world's flat and some other stuff like that. Well, flawed belief systems at the very least, but and when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them. And afterward all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that God as a noun and verb has spoken with him in Mount Sinai. And till Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But when Moses went in before God as a noun and verb to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses, his face, shone. And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him. And then some will say the Haftarah, 1 Kings 18, verse 1 to 39. Before starting week ho. Okay. We'amer Yahweh al-Mashah. Puzzle Luk Shani Lechet Abanim Prashnim Wuk Tubti al Hulchet at Hudbrim Asher Hugh al Hulchet Rashnim Asher Shibret Wahya Lakun Lepker Walit Bemker Al-Her Sini One Tzabat Li Shem Al-Rash Haher Weish La Yallah Amak Wagam Aish Al-Yura Bukal Haher Qam Hutsan Wahbakar Al-Yurau Al-Mul Haher Hahwa Weepsal Shani Lechet Abnim Krashnim Wishkam Mashah Bumker We All Al-Her Sini Kasher Tzwah Yahweh Atu Wikach Bidu Shani Lechet Abnim Weird Yahweh Banan Wheat Itzib Amu Shem Wikra Bashem Yahweh We Aber Yahweh al Penu Wikra Yahweh al Rachum Witch Noon Ark Apim Werb Chised Wumpt Witzer Chised Lalpim Nasha Aun Wipsha Witch Tha Winka La Yinka Pukad Aun Abut Al Panim Wal Pani Benim Al Sholshim Wal Rubaim Rimher Mashah Wikad Artsa Wishtuchu We Amr Amna Matsati Chun Bayanik Adni Ilkna Adni Bakr Banu Ki Pshah Arf Huwa was Lechet Launu Wal Chathatnu One Chiltanu We Amr Hana Anki Pert Berit Nugad Kul Amak Asha Napalat Asher La Nambrau Buckle Hearts Wab Kul Hagwim Warah Kul Ham Asher Ata Buk Erbu At Masha Yahweh Ki Nura Huwa Asher Ani Asha Amak Shamu Luk At Amr Anki Matsuk Hiyum Hani Gersh Mapnik At Hamri Wa Kanani Wa Chati Wa Perzi Wa Chizi Wa Chwi Wa Yabusi Hashmer Luk Pun Tukrat Brit Liushab Hearts Asher Ata Ba Alia Pun Yahya Lam Wakash Bak Rubak Ki At Mats Pachtat Tet Tun Wat What's Patum Tish Brun Wat Asher you Tek Ratun Ki La Tesh Tuchwa Lal Acher Ki Yahweh Qana Shamu Al Qana Huwa Pen Takrit Brit Liushab Hearts was new Achri Alhiham was Bachu Lalhiham Wakra Luk Waklet Maz Bachu Wal Kachet Mem Natu Ramnik was new Bantu Achri Alhihan which Zanu at Benik Achri Alhihan Alhi Maska La Tasha Look at Hag Humtut Teshmer Shabbat Yum Yum Tackle Matsut Asher Tzwituk Lemuad Chiddush Habib Ki Butchdush Habib Yitzat Mamtsrim Kol Pather Rajam Li Wukal Maknak Tizker Pather Shur Washa Wipther Chamur Tipda Basha Wamla Tipda Water Patu Kol Bukur Benik Tipda Wallah Yurau Pani Rikam Shishit Yum Yum Tabid Wipyum Hbi Teshbet Batrish Wipkatsir Teshbet Witchub Shabbat Tasha Luk Bakuri Katsir Jathim Witchub Hasif Takupet Hashna Shalish Pamim Bashna Yura Kol Zakurk At Pani Hadan Yahweh Alhi Yashral Ki Arish Guim Mapnik Wa Rechbati At Gablak Wallah Chamad Aish At Artsak Ba Latak Rout At Pani Yahweh Al-Hik Shalash Pamim Bashna La Tcheth Al Chametz Dem Zabchi Wallah Yilyan Labkur Zibich Chug Hepsich Rashid Bakuri At Matuk Tabia Beat Yahweh Al-Hik La Tibshul Badi Bachlab Amu We Amr Yahweh Al-Masha Kitab Lak At Hadbrim Hala Ki Al-Pi Hadbrim Hala Kurti Atak Brit Wat Yishral Wihi Shem Am Yahweh Arbayim Yum Warbayim Lila Lichem La Akal Wam Yum La Shutta Wiktib Al Hulchit At Debri Hebrit Ashrat Hadbrim Wihi Burdit Mashah Maher Sini Washni Lachit Hadit Bid Mashah Burditu Manheher Wabshah La Yid'a Ki Qarn Our Banu Banburu at Wira Ahran Wakal Bani Yashral at Mashah Wahna Qern Our Panu We Yurau Magshat Al-U Wikra Alham Mashah Wishbu Al-U Ahran Wakal Han Shame Ba'dah Weedbur Mashah Alham Wachrikan Nagshu Kul Bani Yashral Weetsum at Kul Asher Dbur Yahweh Atu Bahar Sini Wikal Mashah Madbur Atum Wheaton Al Panu Maswah Webba Mashah Lepni Yahweh Ledbur Atu Yasir at Hum Swah Ad Zatu Witza Woodbur Al Pani Yashral at Asher Yitzwa Yurau Bani Yashral at Pani Mashah Ki Qern Our Pani Mashah Wahshib Mashah at Hem Swah Al Panu Ad Bao Ledbur Atu.